Hey, welcome to my latest movie review. My name is Venu. I don't normally do movie reviews, at least not on YouTube. I'm more a writer than a YouTuber. But I thought, no, why not? Let's start the trend. Right now, everyone has a YouTube channel, so why not now start with one? So At a time when Rajkumar Hirani and Prashant Neel are fighting for supremacy at the box office, when the discourse is all about whether Salar or Donkey is the next best thing happened to humanity after sliced bread, of course, the Malayalam film industry quietly released a movie that, frankly, I had no clue about until I was searching for Salar in the neighborhood cinemas here in England and realized purely by chance that my favorite director Jeetu Joseph was on the marquee with an unimposing little movie called Neru, starring Mohanlal in yet another role tailor made for him. So my choices were basically two cinema halls, one in Leicester and one here in Bracknell. I was anyway going to Leicester to visit a Hindu temple, so I thought I could indulge in the sin of watching this movie after meeting with divinity, of course. However, man proposes and God disposes. Probably offended by my ulterior motive, God said, "Let there be no seats at all," and there weren't any. An entire day in advance, if you can believe it, in England, right, for a Malayalam movie. All seats had been sold. Not even one seat was available. That piqued my curiosity further. Could it be the next Drishyam? So I drove back home and immediately looked at Bracknell listings. On Christmas Eve at 7:45 in the night, I hoped there are not too many lost souls like me mad enough to watch a movie instead of celebrating the festival of the year at home with family and friends. And I was lucky. Only 70% of the screen was full here in Bracknell. So, armed with nachos, cheese, salsa, and guacamole, and a steaming cup of Americano, I settled in my seat, switched off my phone, and submitted myself completely to the magic unfolding in front of me. Naeru is what can be called a procedural courtroom drama. There are no songs, fights, no unnecessary monologues, elevations, ear splitting background score. But there is no dearth of drama as well. There is no dearth of emotions that feel real. There's no dearth of twists and turns that keep you on the edge of the seat. So, without giving much away, it's all about a blind girl adept at clay sculpting, and she gets sexually assaulted by a person, unfortunately. The girl makes a clay sculpture of the person. The police arrest him based on that sculpture. What follows next is an intense courtroom saga where a rusty but quite efficient Mohanlal is the public special public prosecutor, and he must face his arch nemesis as the defense lawyer. It's a lovely and light movie. I'm not talking about the subject. The subject is quite heavy, but the treatment of the movie is actually light. And it's like a breath of fresh air amidst the coal mines, the fictional empires, and the immigration hassles running in an endless loop on the other screens of the cinemas. The treatment here is absolutely grounded, no heroics whatsoever. The proceedings are methodical, and the narrative is not dependent on convenient coincidences. But, well, there are an exception or two, which is why I cannot rate it on par with the original Drishyam. However, I actually like this better than Drishyam 2. You do not have to watch this in the cinemas, of course, unless you are, like me, a die-hard fan of Jeetu Joseph. But do remember this title, Neru, and add it to your OTT watch list as soon as it's available. And the role is, to be honest, it's a cakewalk for Mohanlal. He doesn't have to do anything great there, and he does what is required of him. The supporting cast, including Priyamani, just adequate. I mean, they do what is required, and that's pretty much what is required for the movie as well. So you don't see the actors, you are not in awe of their acting prowess. You're just looking at the story, right? You're immersed into the story. You don't see the actors, you just see the roles that they portray. And there, as I said before, no heroics, no theatrics, no histrionics, no loud monologues, and everything in the courtroom is to to a large extent pretty close to what really happens inside a courtroom in India. So do watch it. I highly recommend it, and I go with 3.75 out of 5 as my rating for this particular movie. And do not wait for any remakes. But if there has to be a remake in Telugu, for at least, I would, I would think that this would be a great candidate for Vakil Saab too, with Pawan Kalyan. Well, if the man is still interested in making movies. That's it about Neru. So I hope to continue doing this. And if you like it, like the video, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.